And I'm now live. Okie dokie. Hello, everybody. Blaze Lantern here. Here to take a. There's gonna be a quick stream, and there's gonna be such a quick look on the Anker's ultimate candle making kit with a got a Five Below, so it's only $5. Mostly out of curiosity, and wonder how it is, actually making candles. Well, let's just open up. As you can see, you can make 3 candles on like a box. Instruction booklet says you don't really need. And the box itself is garbage, so we don't need that anymore. So this is what it comes with. This is it comes with like wicks. Let's open it up. Toss that out. It comes with 3 jars with this one. Of course, this particular one, what I didn't notice is a little bit on the broken side, but whatever. But let's see. All the other stars, we have a pineapple one. This is all okay. And then we had the baby lion one. It's also okay. So 2 out of 3 jars, okay, not broken. That's fine. And we have 3 wicks. We all put it in there. Okay. About 3 inches long. Applicators to move around the wax. And we got, let's see, pretty much we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wax. Except for the green one. The green one feels like it's kind of like it's slightly melted. Or maybe it's just the way because of the packaging, Maybe because it's been packaged and who the hell knows how long it's been on the store shelf for a while. All the others, it's like nice, flowy. This one, a little bit not so flowy. So, now that's out of the way. Let's Press that out. And we have a nice little selection, and already let's see something. The biggest problem I would say what I see right off the back is they don't give you anything for the wick. Actually, let me move the camera down more so you can see what I'm doing. Me. Boop. Boop. Okay, cool. The biggest problem I would say with these kit and this kit, it doesn't give you anything to secure it to the bottom of that jar. It just kind of sits there. For the most part, that's pretty much fine. The only thing is, I would say it would probably move around while you're trying to do whatever they're trying to do. So what I so each one is yeah. That was the only problem is they want over the candles. They want these things centered. You don't centered for the most part. I mean, the easier one to center but out anything would be this, but everything else you what have is it have big hands or whatnot or that why I would have liked them. As my phone rings, good. So what I would recommend. And it's gone. Cool. One moment. I'll be right back. Okay. That distraction was taken care of. This is people stuff doing stuff when I'm on stream, but what can you do? Stuff happens. Well, anyway, what we're gonna say before, what you probably want is something like this, a glue dot, candle dot, so you can secure the wick on the bottom. But you only need one, so we're gonna. So this is what we do. We're gonna just take one of these. Let's. You only need 3, so is it? Grab 3. Put that to the side. Alternatively, you could also use hot glue. A hot glue to attach it to the bottom. That is the alternative. Stick this right under the bottom. Like so. Then you can just stick this in the center. You could use a straw, like so. Push it nice and firmly in there, so you get the wick standing upright. And we do it with all the other candles like this. Try to be as centered as you can. Use a straw or something to give it a nice firm push down. There we go. Kind of nice and centered. And definitely would need something like, and the only other thing I would say, if they could say that would have been a slight improvement, they should have made a wick slightly longer, so they could, and they probably should have gave you something like a popsicle stick to actually hold it in place. You know, a popsicle stick with something drilled in the middle, so that while you're filling this up,
I thought you were ready.
it'd be, you don't have to worry about this moving around on you. But alas, this is just me nitpicking at this kit. Overall, there's a what is a beginner. What I see, cannot talk to it right now. What can I see in front of me? This is pretty much what you will get if you're doing a beginner candle making thing. You know, you can buy granulated. I can't say that word. And the granulated stuff. And pretty much you could use a straw to pretty much get it centered. Once it's nice and centered, you could probably tell because the straw just sticks right in the middle, and you're up. Okay, that's good. But this is also the reason why I would say they should have made it longer so you could, make it trim it better. But again, that's just me nitpicking. But they're roughly all the same length. What could tell? What could? I cannot talk. Okay. And now, let's go with the easier one. We're just gonna fill this up. We'll use the less dense one. Try not to do that. And then we can make art, Just let's make simple art. Add eyes. Do something like that. Okay. This is a problem. Basically, we want to use more green. Actually, they only give you one green, but two blues. You want to save the green, okay? And you just accidentally spill some on the table. because it says do a little cleaning. Says try to put it all in there. There we go. Like so. It probably would have been a smart idea for me to get a scissor, but I am lazy in doing so. So this is gonna be, a straight like multicolor level. You know, you could also just use this to spread it around a little bit. Oh, that's good. Oh. Actually, I think this particular one probably would take the most. Actually, now I do not know. It doesn't even tell you how much you should put, but I'm gonna go with instead looking at the picture, probably before they completely filled it, roughly to the rim or so. Okay. Something like that. You get a multicolor like that. And we'll just put every color in this one. Then now let's see something. Yeah, you could simply make a. I don't know what I'm doing, so this is how to make this design. Not really, but I never did fan art, so there's that. You could use the applicator to do stuff like that, move this around. So, let me do that. Straighten this out, I guess. And that's pretty much your candle right there. And for the most part, yeah, I would say, other than the few minor details, like, you know, this is I gave you something to so you could secure the candle wick on the bottom. Overall, it's not a bad kit, and it's definitely good for either getting into like stuff like a candle making. And let's use all the yellows on this one. Which I put the blue there, like so. But for example, this one, the wick is a little bit on the short side. So I don't think you want to fill it all the way up. That's another thing I would say about this thing. The wick seems like it's not completely all the same size. And you still probably want to try to leave a quarter of an inch for the candles wick itself. You know? So it would be you don't want to bury the wick. That's all I'm saying. So something like that. Although this one, the wick is a little bit on the smaller side. So whatever. Now let's see. I guess we should use the. And to be honest, I thought we wouldn't have enough for all the candle, but apparently, I just opened the kit up. So if the glass is dirty, it's dirty. Recommendation: probably clean the jars before the whole thing as well. So, so what do I always? Also, if you're doing this, make sure you have a scissor. I do not because I am never prepared for it when I do crafting. I don't know who else is like that, but I more often than not have everything scattered. Let's see if we could shake this up. Let's put the last bit of green. Shake it all up. And I mean, we could always top it. I think that's, you know what? I'm gonna top it off with blue, and hopefully, So pretty much that will be it. We still have one bit of a little bit of this. So let's see. Again, we don't want to completely bury the whole thing, the wick. Or you cannot burn it. Although this was more of not much of a review as is a quick look at this. This I would say for the most part. Oh yeah, that that is yep. See, you will have leftovers like this, depending. I guess depends on the quality. What how the kit actually when you buy the kit. Uh, what the particular length of the wick is. Because all of them are roughly the same height. That well, the wick wise, like this one, would definitely if the wick was longer, I had a wick like over. If it was over, yeah, that would be fine. But the way it is now, it's a little bit inside there. And if I put the rest of that in, it will definitely just bury the whole thing. Let's see. Like I said, I mean, pretty much if yeah, that would probably conclude this actually. The three overall, yeah, that's definitely a beginner thing, and like, and I know for a fact that you could actually buy this type of wax, the granulated wax, where you don't need to melt it. You can just put it in a jar, and you're pretty much making sand art with wax. Put it buy the wick separately. Boom, glue in the bottom of the jar. Boom, they're done. And for the most part, yeah, that concludes it. And my conclusion in this, it's not a bad kit. It definitely is. But consider a beginner candle making kit, especially if you're getting into candle making. That roughly gives you the idea. I mean, they should have added at least something to secure a gluing dot or something to secure the wick in place. But they're already at the stores as $4.99. You could just buy a small pack of 100. So there's not that's not a big deal because with that, it's definitely more solid. It won't move around because you don't want your wick moving around if it's it'll have a candle. You know. So overall, yeah, I would say that I would recommend this product. I mean, especially if you're in Five Below and you just want to have need something to do to have the kids do something fun. There you go. Still leave quite a bit of mess, but that's beside the fun. It's like any other kids thing. And now I'm just rambling on and on. So I'm gonna end the stream. Did you have any other recommendations to do, what the minor kits to try out? I'm more than happy to try it out. And yep, until then, I'll see you in the next video.